For this trick, we need exactly 20 cards, which I've already dealt down. All 20 of these cards are interesting because every one of them is the ace of spades. Do you believe that?
No.
No? Here,
No.
look, take a look.
No.
No, I was just kidding. They're all different, okay?
Right.
They're all mixed up. Okay, here's what I would like you to do. I would like you to take the cards and go ahead and deal down 10 of the 20 right here. Very good. So that's going to give us 2 piles of 10.
Right.
And we can use either pile you want. Which one would you like to use? This pile?
Yes.
Okay, I'll move this group off to the side here. And I'm going to take these cards and I'm going to deal them down into separate groups. And you're going to tell me how many cards you want me to deal down. Okay. So I'm holding 10 in my hand, right? Mm-hmm. And I could deal down 1 in the first pile, or I could deal down 2 or 3, whatever you want. What do you think?
3.
3 in the first pile? Okay.
Yes.
1, 2, 3. Okay. How about here in this one?
How about 2?
2 here? Okay. 1, 2. How about here?
4.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that leaves just 1 extra for the last pile.
Right.
Okay? Do you feel that you've done anything magical?
No.
By picking those numbers for the piles?
No.
No?
No.
Okay, well, we're going to find out. Here's my pile of 10. Here's our other pile of 10. And you really don't think you've done anything magical?
No.
Well, we're going to find out. Here's what I want you to do. Go ahead and turn over the top 2 cards in each pile. 8 of diamonds and 8 of hearts. They sort of match.
Yeah.
Do 2 more. 2 red 5s. 2 red 10s. 2 black 6s. Oh, I think I'm noticing a pattern. Look at that. It's a miracle. Sorcerer's Surprise. I got this trick from Rachel Colombini, wife of the late great Aldo Colombini, and I don't know if she actually came up with this trick or if I just saw her variation of it. I think this trick may have actually been around quite a while. But nonetheless, you're going to use 20 cards and you're going to start off with 10 cards and then another 10 cards that match those first 10 cards. So, for example, I have 2 black aces that match, 2 red 3s, 2 black 4s, etc., all the way down. Okay. These cards are also known as the mates of the other cards. Okay. So you'll begin by stacking these cards. In this case, I have an ace, a 3, a 4, 10, a 4, and you'll just want to make sure that you have a good mix of red and black cards because you don't want it to look suspicious. So there's your first 10. In my case, I have an ace through a king. The next 10 I'm going to pick up in the same exact order. So ace first. And again, king is last. Okay? So we have 2 sets of 10 cards. Ace through king. That's the first group of 10. And then ace through king again. This is the second group of 10. Okay? One thing I forgot to do, or actually let me go back and start. From this point in the video, I told the participant that all 20 cards were the same. I think I said that they were all the ace of spades, which of course isn't true. The reason that I'm telling them that is because I'm going to flash them the cards to show them that they're not all the ace of spades and that I was just fibbing. The reason I'm telling that fib is because I don't want them to catch on to the fact that there is a pattern associated with these 20 cards. Okay, it's not likely that they would catch it, but if I distract them a little bit when I flash the cards, all the better. And what you might want to do is show the first group of cards and then close them up, and then show the next group and then close them up. Okay? Again, you're not convincing them that there's no pattern, you're just convincing them that not all the cards are exactly the same. Okay? One thing you can do here, which I forgot to do in the presentation, is you can allow them to actually cut the deck. Okay? And that might be surprising to those of you that aren't used to using cards in a stacked deck. You would think that by cutting the deck, it messes up the order of the cards, and it actually does not. It does change which card is on top. So right now there's a 10 of diamonds on top, and if I cut the deck, then of course the 10 of diamonds isn't still going to be on top. There'll be a different card on top. But the group is going to be the same. Okay, I'm still going to have 10 cards, and then the next 10 cards that match. Okay, that will not be disturbed by cutting the deck. So let them cut the deck, and you can let them cut it once, twice, 3 times, whatever they want. Okay, until they're happy. From this point, then, you're going to hand them the cards, and you're going to ask them to deal down 10 of the 20 cards. So let's think about what we're doing. Right now, all the cards are in order, right? In this case, I have a queen first, right? Here's 5 cards, and then here's 5 more cards. So the pattern runs queen through 4, okay? Then the next group of cards, of course, runs queen through 4. Okay? Well, if I deal down the top 10 cards, it's going to reverse the order of those cards. So the queen that is on top right now is going to be moved to the bottom. Watch. I deal down these cards. That gives me 2 piles of 10. Okay? The difference, though, is that instead of going from queen to 4, because I reverse the order, my pattern now starts with 4 first and ends with the queen. Okay? So this group is backwards this group. Okay? That's a problem. It's a problem that we need to fix before we try to show how all the cards match at the end. Okay? At this point, I'm going to tell the participant to pick one of the 2 piles of 10 cards. And it does not matter which one they pick. Okay, if they pick this pile, then we're going to actually reverse the cards in this pile so that they match this pile. Okay, if they pick this pile, we're going to reverse these cards to match this pile. So let's say they picked this pile. Okay, this was the pile that we reversed, starts now with a 4, ends with a queen. But when we're done, the queen will be first again and the 4 will be last. Okay? And that might seem a little surprising based on what I told the participant to do. I told them to take these 10 cards and to tell me how many cards they want me to deal down in each pile. Okay? And because there's only 10 cards, I tell them to tell me to deal down maybe 1 or 2 or 3, and that way we'll have several piles when we're done. So they give me a number, 1, 2, or 3. Let's say they say 2. I deal down 2 cards. Now they say 3. I deal down 3 cards. Now they say 4. I deal down 1, 2, 3, 4, and that leaves me 1 left over. I don't put it here, though. I move it off to the side. Okay? What does that give me? That gives me 4 piles. And they've chosen the piles. They've told me how many to deal down in each group. Okay? Now I'm going to pick up the cards. I pick them up in reverse order. And by picking them up in reverse order, that has now reversed the order of the cards. Notice they are back the way that they started, with the queen first and the 4 last, which means they're back in the same starting order as this group of 10 cards. Okay? And now when I have them turn over the cards, 2 at a time, they will, of course, all match. All the way through. Okay? And again, as I said earlier, just make sure you have a good mix of reds and blacks, and you don't want to have too many cards in a row that match. Okay? And that is called Sorcerer's Surprise. I hope that was helpful, and have fun with it.